So this is how usually people light their videos. They set up their camera and then they think that's good to go. It is 5:11 in the morning and I couldn't sleep because most people usually think that they need to spend a lot in lighting to make their YouTube videos look cinematic. So here today I will be showing you guys how you can make a normal room look cinematic using practicals and motivational lighting. There are a few simple techniques that you can use to achieve a cinematic look like this. So let's break it down. I'm gonna build that image that you saw earlier step by step. First, we'll start with the practicals or ambient lighting. So what are practicals? Practicals are light which are mainly in your frame. For example, I have this lamp and this one more lamp in my frame. So now I'm going to turn them on to see how the image looks. So I have turned on my left side practical already, the lamp, which is very warm. And now I'm going to turn this lamp on. So as you can see, this image looks still better than the previous one. Now what we are going to do is we are going to turn off this ceiling light. Give me 1 second, guys. So this is something which still looks nicer, but now my camera settings are all out of place. What I'm going to do is set my camera according to the room tone. What is room tone? Room tone lighting refers to a base level of environmental light in a scene. In this environment, you can see that my practicals are warm, right? I'm going to change my ISO so that these areas are not overexposed. So now you can see that my image doesn't have any overexposed areas, but you can't see my face anymore. So for that, I'm going to turn on my key light, which is kept at a 45-degree angle close to me. Let me turn that real quick. So now I've turned on my key light, which is a Godox SL60, but this light doesn't have any light modifiers right now. So what I'm going to do is quickly place my light modifier in front of it, which is just a dome with grid on it. So first, let's see how it will look without the grid. So now I have added the light modifier with me. Let me quickly show you how it looks. So this is what it looks like right now. You can see there is no grid on it, and you will be able to see that the light is spilling everywhere. Like the levels are gone, and especially this area is become white. So we need to change that. So for that, I'm gonna add this grid in front of it, and then I'll show you the before and after. And now you can clearly see how the grid has helped us to not spread out the light and just let it focus on my face. So here's quickly a before and after. So that's how you light up your YouTube videos to make it look cinematic. Literally, I've just used one light to set up the whole thing. Apart from that, one more thing is important, like where you are shooting. For example, I'm shooting directly flat against the footage. So for that, to still make it look cinematic, I have made like patterns on the wall. So you can see light, then there's shadow, then there's light, shadow, light. What else you can do is if you have more budget, you can probably buy a black cloth here so that I can get more negative fill heat on my right side of the area. But if you don't, this still looks fine, right? One more thing I need to add quickly is this light. This light you can use however you like. It's a small aperture light. You turn it on. I have made it almost as similar as that practical. So I'm gonna keep it on the back. Yeah, so now this is the final setup. I've kept that light there to give the wall some sort of fill so that this area doesn't stay dark like that. One more thing you can do is you can keep the light on the right side so that there is some sort of backlight on yourself. So let me do that quickly as well, how it looks. Yeah, I don't know which one you like. Let me know which one you like. If you want, do you want to keep the light here or there? So yeah, this is my final scene. I have opened my laptop screen just to add some sort of visual interest behind me. And that is pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. To quickly recap all of this, first you need to do is turn off everything, set up your frame, and then turn on the practicals. Whatever practicals you have available, turn them on. And then I usually see a lot of videos where people do the whole lighting setup and then set their camera, but you need to set your camera according to the room tone. Make sure that nothing is overexposed. Once you are done setting up the camera, that is when you introduce the key light in the setup. And make sure to make the light as soft as possible so that there are no harsh shadows on your face. One more thing I need to tell you guys, the bigger the source, the softer the light is. I don't really have a big softbox with me. That's why I've kept the light very close to me. I'll show you how close the light is to me right now. So as you can see, this is my camera and this is the light. Literally, I can touch the light. See, this is how far the light is with me. I can literally touch the light. So this is how I'm getting a soft light on my face. and I've angled it in such a way that there is no reflection on the posters. Yeah, that is pretty much it. I hope this was helpful for you. I am excited to make more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, guys. One more important thing in achieving a cinematic look is also how you grade the videos. So let me know if you want me to make a video on how to grade your videos so that your videos not only looks cinematic, but the colors also feel cinematic.